Good day, paper engineers in training. This is tutorial number 5 on the DeLorean build. Now, sometimes you may need to patch a piece back together. All right, now the best way to do it is to put a little bit of this here light paper on the inside of it, just like that. And now, once you have that, then you have to glue your pieces in place. And this is very important that you get adhesion and cohesion going on here. And what I've got with this is I'm just adding glue to the top of this, just like so. Now, I'm also going to be putting it on here because this is the piece that goes into there, and also against here because it's got to go against the chassis part. And then we just put a little bit of Elmer's in there, just like that. Now we take our favorite tool right here, and I put this in here just like that. And then, that didn't work, so we're going to go the other way because those wires hang it up. And so I have to be careful not to get hung up with that wiring that's over on the sides of this. Now, that is setting it up right like that. And then you've got to match up your parts, all right? Lengthwise, they have to even out here and here. Okay, so now I'm going to hold that in place for just a little while. What I've got is I've got other parts already made for this. The back piece, the front piece, and these side parts are going to be what are inside here to give it the windshield the angle that you want. And so, is that staying down? That's kind of staying down. I think I got a little too much glue on this. All right, and that's something you learn over time, is to how not to put too much glue, because then it takes it longer to adhere properly. And the cool thing about the chassis work and what I call the superstructure, all of this painted material, it can go inside and it disappears. All right, that's staying put. Now what I have to do, see, is I have to make sure that I've got this properly set. That goes in there just like that. Okay. Now I've got two of these because you got a front one and a back one. Okay, that's got to be bent just a little bit because that has to move back like so. All right, let's see. Maybe that goes a little bit better this direction. And these should be cut to fit down in here really well, because that is kind of important to getting your body shaped correctly. Okay, and as you can see, those fit pretty good. Now, we're going to take this out of here, and we're going to add Elmer's glue to it. Oop, 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 too much, doggone it. And you can use your tip of your glue bottle to spread stuff out. And then we just put it in here like this to where it's got to go. Put it in like that. Straighten it up so that it's straight up and down with the body panel. And now I take my dental tool, like so, and I smooth my glue across here, because you want it to glue as close to everything you need as possible. All right, now that looks pretty good. That's lined up with those. Clean off my tools because I don't want glue to stick to them. Glue. If glue sticks to these, when you put something in place and you let go of it, it doesn't let go. And so anyway, here we go. Let's get this on here as well. Now, I did better with my glue this time. I didn't get it all over everything. And now we put this piece in here, just like that. Okay, line it up. I line it up with this right here and right here, because that is the best connection point to this chassis on your DeLorean. All right, clean off my glue and add some more here. And the thing with building like this stuff, it depends on how careful you are and how much you want your product to look like the original. Now, I have that, okay? So what I want to do now is, we're gonna bend those out of the way. I'm gonna take these here rubber bands that I got, make sure this didn't slip at all, and then take these rubber bands and get them right up here where I want them. All right, now what this is doing is, this is actually pulling this body together so that the curve is correct. Now, I've got glue on this piece. I want to move it right to here. Oh, come on, don't be goofing me around. Make sure that is square this way. Okay. Now we're going to add a little bit more bonding agent, Elmer's glue, to the inside of this, because it looks a little bit dry. And I want this right exactly over that gusset that's in here. Because if you don't have that exactly located properly, what'll happen is the rubber bands will crush your paper. And you don't want that to happen. This one, that one is being weird. As you can see, it started to pull that piece in. So I had to move it. There we go. All right, now we're going to put one over here. All right. And we have to put those over that as well, because you just want this angle to be correct so that your curvature of your DeLorean looks good. I did not do that with this one because it's a prototype. You don't know what you're doing when you build your first one. So the prototype is more square. As you can see, this angle is better. And so anyway, okay. And all that has to do is actually set up. And so it's one of those kind of things that once you get your rubber bands in place, and you have to remember, you can't put too much rubber band pressure on it because it'll crush things. And you don't want to be working on something and go back to a piece and find out that it, while you were working on something else, it got crushed. Okay. That's looking good. And these rubber bands, these all come off of lettuce at the grocery store. The yellow ones, no. The blue ones, yes. Okay, so now, let's see what I need to do now. Aha. I think, oh man, that slipped. Okay, that's something you got to watch for. This bottom piece slipped backwards. And so I had to fix that. You had to push it into place. All right. I think that's going to be good. All right, now this one. This is the one I have for back here. No, that's the front one. This is the back one. And so what I'm doing now is this piece has to go in here. All right. And so this is a little bit easier to do. You just put a glob of glue here and a glob of glue there and put some back here on this piece where you want everything to hook to. All right, now let's do this. I just spread this out like so. Spread that out like that. Come on. Okay. And now, these things come in so darn handy because you can't hang on to it. You can't hang on to this stuff with your fingers. It just is, they're too big. They won't work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we good? Oh, we're good. And now we put that in there. And you check it to make sure it's level across your surfaces this way and this way. Uh-oh. What is going on? What is going on? Okay. And as long as the glue is still very moist, you can manipulate everything extremely well. But once it starts to set up, then you're talking about a completely different situation. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to add just a little bit of rubber band strength to this so that I can let go of it. All right, we're just going to put that up there. Okay, because I don't need a lot of rubber band strength on this, just a little bit. You want to make sure you keep your glue off of your tires because they're paper, and it will really mess things up. All right, now how are we doing? 12 minutes. Okay, I didn't need that there. We're gonna have to put that there. And now we have our last piece. This has to go in here, just like so. Okay, so now we're going to add some more Elmers to this, just like so. Some across here like this, some across like that. And this is going to start finishing up the nose cone for this. Yep, all right. Now, before I put that on there, I want to add some across here. All right, so what this does is this then becomes one solid piece. And so it's sandable, and you can work this out in every which way possible to make it look right. And now we want to do this here as well. Come on, let's do this. Here we go. We got this, coach. Okay, that is there, that is there. That is the end of tutorial number 5 on the DeLorean build. That is superstructure in there or chassis. And so, Paper Army, this is another tutorial in the build. We'll see you later, everyone. Have a great day.